I'm just trying to get these to go off at the exact same time, if possible. So this is gonna be interesting. So the top match we have today is actually, which one's the top? That's Specks and Tam. I'm gonna get these mixed up too. So Specks and Tam today are running inverted AD keys, also known as the king of all modes. On the bottom match, we have Skele and Telethar. They're running mystery now. I don't have any idea what they have. Usually, I have an idea. Okay, and here we go. And I'm not going to know anything about anything here, except that it looks like the bottom match is not entrance. Normally, I usually have an idea. I can look at the modes for mystery seeds. I cannot do that with these. So, oh, never mind. They have an entry seed. Never mind. And looks like Pseudo Boots on the bottom. Pseudo Boots entrance. So that is a 50-50 with these seeds, with these flags for Pseudo Boots with entrance. We're listening to Specks pack, by the way. In case you were wondering, it sounds like it's the Game Boy Zelda games. So down the bottom right, Telethar has already found GT. Now I am not going to properly be able to track these things, so just watch and enjoy. We did see the book down there as well. Up the top, the inverted AD keys doing the normal death warp to bombs, which is always fun. Yeah, these are links away. This is the Oracle Ages series, because I know that because I just played them recently. They are still fantastic, hold up very well. Looks like a heart up top. Down bottom left, we have a entrance to Desert Palace. Once again, I'm not going to follow these properly, so just mute it if you don't want to hear my lovely voice. Looks like we got our early Skullwoods play here on the top match. Nothing doing, just some bombs, and it looks like they're bugging out. I wonder if Tam's going to go to the back. He is going to go to the back. Okay, yeah, he's just got this whole mishmash of Zelda games, because that was Zelda 2, and I don't even know which one this one is. I have no idea which one this one is. But we're going to listen to this one all night, so. Bottom match. Looks like we did find ourselves a little, some little Paradox Cave action. Always nice to find in an inverted seed. We haven't seen any other hints on what's going on down there, other than the fact that it is a entrance seed. Looks like we did find a T-Rock key. We're going to be paying attention to those trackers tonight, because I think they're going to tell us more than I'm going to be able to tell anybody. Don't miss this. Oh my god, Telethar really needs to not miss here with his last bomb, otherwise he's going to have to save quit. He's going to save quit anyway. Looks like he finished everything off. Skele's down there. Looks like he's just hunting. Looks like he's found himself a Hyrule Castle entrance. So, hope everyone's enjoying their day. We had a nice day of football here in the Dunka household because the Bears weren't playing, so there was no stress in the house. Had a few drinks. Ate a lot of food. Oh my god, we ate so much food. There was 6 of us. 6 of us football dudes, and then my wife. We ate so much food, man. So much food. It was, I haven't even looked at my confidence picks today. I have no idea how well I did. We ate 18 pork tenderloins. Looks like a bottle on the top here. 18 pork tenderloins, a huge meat and cheese tray, 2 big things of fries. What else? Key lime pie was dessert. Giant bag of Doritos was our snacky snack. God, I'm trying to think what else. We ate so much food today. It's kind of ridiculous. Looks like in the bottom match, Old Man's been found. I did not notice where that came out of. If there's any sign of what kind of entrance shuffle we're dealing with here. On the top match here, looks like we do have a glove and big key to Eastern Palace. So, oh my god, yeah, food was so good today. It was so good. I made the tenderloins. It's a recipe that I've been using now for a couple of years now. Dude, killer, killer. We always get people over every time I make them. It's so good. They're not difficult to make either. So, breaded pork tenderloins. Oh, killer though. So good. So, looks like we're finishing up in Thieves Town here. He's waiting to unbunny and picks up a heart. He's going to go and kill himself, take a death warp, and get the fuck out of here. So, what else we got here? Eastern Palace is found here on Telethar's side. I'm trying to... I don't have any cues to say whose match is whose here, so... but let's go over a few things here before we go too far into these matches as they're looking around. These matches are going to be the last matches of both of these groups. Now, there's several things that could happen here. And I just realized I didn't actually finish... Hold on. It's Specks and Tam. Yeah, so Gamma is already in. I haven't updated these since yesterday. So Gamma's already advanced. I'm actually going to go and update these in real time. And, yeah, it's just the winner here of Specks versus Tam. Did I miss some damage shuffle on the bottom there? Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. So the way these flags do work, there's 2 of the 4 Enemizer modes that are likely chosen. You can have 0, you can have 1, you can have 2, you cannot have 3 or 4. So that's enemy shuffle, boss shuffle, enemy damage, and damage shuffle. Sorry, I was getting it mixed up there. Okay, yeah, so I must know that. Looks like a Hyrule Castle key. That's not going to give you much. But yeah, so the bottom, again, I'm getting it mixed up here. The top match is pretty clear. Winner advances. Gamachu is already advanced. He did go 3-0 in his group, so he's going to likely have the... Is this Group 1? It's Group 2. It's Group B. So, looking here... Oh, he's going to be the 1 seed. He's the only 3-0 that went through. So the winner of that match goes on. The Group A is a little bit more confusing. So nobody officially has advanced yet. So this one's going to go to tie breaks. Now, if Skele wins, he's in. Skele's in, straight up, he advances. Nothing to say there. Now, Telethar will advance with a win. Or a loss of less than 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Now, you got to keep in mind how our tiebreaker system works for these. It is the... Looks like a little arrow action going on at the bottom there. We do go off of the sum of the times of your losses. So what you lose by. And we do that just more or less so that we don't have to deal with tie-breaking games. Now, Zelga, on the other hand, is waiting in the wings watching these matches. Now, he is hoping for a Telethar win. So Zelga advances if Telethar straight up wins, or if Skele wins by more than 11 minutes and 46 seconds. That would give him the tiebreaker. So, again, Skele straight up wins. If Skele wins, unless Telethar has an awful, awful loss, those two will both advance. If Telethar wins, it'll be Telethar and Zelga moving on. So that is our matchup that we're dealing with on that one. It's a little bit more in depth. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Looks like there was a key on the race game, and on Telethar's side, looks like he's found the front of Hyrule Castle. Now, we saw the left exit already on Hyrule Castle, so we saw that earlier. I dig this pack from Specks. This is just 1,000 different Zelda MSUs. Looks like Skele found a bunch of money and junk in the back chests here. And up top, again, the up top is Specks and Tam, that this is 80 keys. So this is more or less just, I'm sorry, inverted 80 keys. So clear everything, get everything. You guys know what this is. You understand what's going on here. So depending on how bad the bottom match is, it could, like, these could both end around the same time. Typical entrance seeds. We haven't seen the goal yet, so we don't know what the actual goal for this matchup is going to be. So could be a short one, could be a long one. Again, no way of knowing at this point. So we'll wait until we get some of the the goals found. By the way, if you haven't noticed, Specks is already in Light World. He did find Hammer and Glove, and also did find that Moon Pearl. I did notice that. I just didn't mention it. Oh, nice. That he just said, "Screw that bomb. I'm not going to get exploded." So we got some flippers, a small key to thieves, which is interesting. Ice Palace Big, and small key to Mire. That small key is going to be really nice. That way, when you have to go back to do Thieves Town, you don't have to worry about missing that chest. Yeah, there's definitely a damage shuffle on the bottom side. You could kind of tell what's going on. So, looks like they found the back of Turtle Rock as well. With Pseudo Boots, it's going to make this a little bit easier. We got a Mire key. $300. A pod key, that's pod 2. And some bombs. And gonna mirror out and leave. Up top here, looks like, ooh. Specks, that's a bad death down there. Unless he meant to do it. I don't think he meant to. It looks like he was trying to pop the ice rod cave. And took a crab death. That's brutal. You do not want to take a crab death, because now you're just going to hold down there and either run back to it later or just forever wonder what was in that chest. So, yeah, that's so brutal having a death down there. So, it looks like Tam's getting the same stuff we just saw out of Specks. So let's pay attention down here to the bottom match for a moment. And looks like we found the big key to GT. Always nice to have. As you can see, 3 of these 4 members are using a very particular tracker. It might be the best tracker out there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it looks like they're also using auto-tracking, which makes it a little bit easier. I don't think Tam uses auto-tracking. I think Tam's doing it manually. But yeah, and it looks like they're both variations. I have actually seen both of these branches. So there are multiple branches of the tracker out there that people have modified and made additions to. I recognize the one that Skele's using. Looks like it's got some color changes and stuff like that. And then Telethar, I think, is using a whose is that? Is that the Codeman tracker? Using for the entrance mode, I believe it is. It's heavily modified. He's running 2 at the same time, so. And looks like we see a key. It looks like that's a lumberjack. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was the well, yeah, it's lumberjack, but yeah. Alright, another bottle up there. Down below in the entrance mode, we see a key to Ganon's Tower. Alright, now we get to see what was missed up top. So Tam is entering Ice Rod Cave. We get to see what was missed. If this is important, it's big. It is... Wow. Okay, well. Some people will say that's important. Alright, so looks like Tam's actually going to go and farm a few rupees. That means he's going to be going off into he's going to be doing his Zora checks, which makes sense. That's actually what Specks is doing right now, and he's just going to get himself some bombs. That's actually interesting. Why did Tam leave with 493 rupees? No, it was Bugnet. He didn't even bother tracking it. Tam does he does it manually. I wonder why Tam decided to wait. He just took 493 and then stopped. Oh god, 494. See, now he's... I'm really confused why he farmed the first 20 rupees and then just left. Interesting. I mean, now he's going to have to farm for money. I'm really... That doesn't... And even if that dropped, it wouldn't get him there. And $4.99. Yeah, I know he was trying to save a little bit of time here, but this is a huge time sink. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to what the packs were for this. Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. I mean, this is his third screen wrap. Well, Specks is going back to get that bug net. There he goes. He got it. So Specks is... Yeah, I mean, it's 10 to 12 seconds to do the 20 rupee cave entrance to exit. So, yeah, I think he was just gambling, trying to save a few seconds, but that was a pretty big loss of time. So, let's pay attention to the bottom match here for a moment. Looking at the left tracker, just because it's color-coded and it's easier to see, Skele did find Paradox Cave. Now, we did see this earlier. Looks like he's just, is he just jumping? Oh, he's just falling. Okay. Where Telethar is doing Old Man, which we did see this earlier as well. So it looks like they're stepping each other's toes here. Yeah, and then he gets his bombs and has to save quit. So looks like we're getting a Lumberjack check up on Spec's side. And that is 10 itty-bitty arrows. So we don't have to worry about that today. Once again, happy Sunday, everybody. We're finishing off the last week of week 2 of the Megatational with a bang. Three of the 4 spots for week 3 are still up for grabs. All 4 of these matches are very, very important. The only one that's sitting pretty right now is Gamachu, who did go 3-0 in his group. He will be advancing to the final week. Specks and Tam, that top match, that is Group B. Winner advances with Gamma straight up. They are both 1-1 right now. Gamma did go 3-0. Bottom matches got some more technicalities. We're definitely going to be going to tie breaks on this one. Unless Telethar straight wins? Is Telethar wins? He goes, right? Telethar advances with a win, and Zelga advances with Telethar. Yeah, so Telethar wins. It's just straight up Zelga and Telethar. But otherwise, we got some screw tie breaks to deal with. So it is the way the game is played, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so we're doing the back here. We have seen this already. I don't know exactly what was in every single one of these chests because this is a little bit difficult to follow. And again, I do apologize for every the chaos this is. It was intentional chaos. Hold up. There's the mirror. Now, I'm pretty sure... Did Tam not do this? Did Tam not do this? Sorry. There, I just timed you out for 10 seconds. I deleted your message for you. Sorry, yeah. It's the only way I can do it, so. Okay, that's the Desert Small. Okay, Tam has not been here yet. So you should be able to talk now. Sorry, there was a little mishap in chat there. We got a flute activation here. And down below, it looks like we're moonwalking, or we're bunny walking down on Death Mountain. And there's a hit, and he's going to make it, and he made it through. Nice job, Telethar. At least you don't have to worry about enemy shuffle with this setup. We do know that there is a damage shuffle going on right now. We do not know boss shuffle yet. No one's been there, so we don't know that for certain. Little Zelda 2 music. All right. And what's our lazy kid got today? He's just got a heart. That's a lie. He has no heart. Trust me. He is a cold-hearted bastard. Big key to Meyer. That's an important key. We will need that to finish that. And map of hair on the top. So it looks like this is full cross shuffle down on the Skele Telethar match. I think we've seen enough information here, I believe, to show that this is just straight up cross. Now, was a death warp there on Tam's side just to get out of there. He does not have that mirror yet. Does not appear he's been to Kakariko yet. Kakariko does have some goods over there. Does have both the flute and the mirror. Looks like he's heading that way now, so he should be able to pick it up. Where Specks side right now is doing a little fun with the Froggy. It's going to be taking that Smith home and inverted. It's a little bit easier in inverted than it is in normal mode. So Zelda 2 mixed in with Wind Waker music. It's fantastic. Looks like down below, looking to see what we got going on down here. So we found a Sahasrahla, if I remember correctly. It's $40 and 3 bombs. And looks like we got Batman here on the who's that? That's Skele's screen. We do have that powder to go with it. So what's the Prince of Gao? 10 arrows. You would think that like Big Bruce would have more than just 10 arrows. Looks like we're getting a Hammer Pegs check up on Spec's side for a itty bitty shield. Back of Hyrule Castle, and I don't believe we've seen this yet. Up on top right Tam's side, $20. The Bloomerang and a key to Turtle Rock. Now it looks like he's going to go ahead and skip. So, he's doing the back, and he's going to go back up and then down again, and then do that. Down bottom left, Skillbro has found Ganon. So far, as far as I can tell, there is an enemy shuffle, or I'm sorry, not an enemy shuffle, a damage shuffle. And it is crossed. Now, we do not know the goal yet, and we do not know boss shuffle. Percentages, basing off the percentages of what that type of entrance seed rolls with the ladder mystery weights, there is a great chance that this is boss shuffle. And looks like Telethar has also found the pig. He'll keep that information for later. Up on the top match, again, this is inverted 80 key. Spec is turning in that purple chest and getting a $5. Can't even buy a burger with that these days. Can you believe that shit? All right. Actually, down below, looks like we just got the... He just switched it over to pedestal. Did I just miss a mode check? I missed how he figured out that was the ped seed, because he wouldn't have been able to check the goal. I'm going to rely on chat. If you happen to see, that was our bottom left here. That was Skelebro. Did go ahead. Oh, hints are live. Oh, did the hint say what was on the pedestal? Oh, Ganon said it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, so he would have said I'm invincible. Okay, totally missed that. Thank you. Again, this is a little bit difficult to monitor for at the same time. That would have been funny if it was actually the because on the bottom side, looks like hints are live. I did see Skele check hints, so hints are live down on the mystery side. So if this is pedestal, this is going to be a little bit interesting. There was I believe Hera. I think it was Hera that was green pendant, if I'm not mistaken. They did both talk to Sahasrahla. I'm pretty sure they said it was Hera. Pretty sure. Looks like we're getting some new information over on Spec side. We have a GT Small and $20 out of the Boyne Shed, named after Boyne, the brain behind the big one. I hope you guys understand what that's all about. If you don't, you'll probably never see it happen. Moment of silence for the big one. All right, looks like down below we found Meyer. Send a Telethar and someone is an Endwalker. Oh, ooh. You know what? I love the Zelda music. Let's switch things up a little bit, shall we? Because I'm actually curious to hear that. This is just me going like this and going like this. Oh yeah, that's totally. It's a Final Fantasy 14 MSU. Totally gonna get flagged on YouTube for this, by the way. Totally gonna get flagged. So, alright, looks like... so on the top match here, Specks and Tam are kind of checking each other's checks. They're gonna almost converge here, because Specks is almost done with everything he needs to do. He's gonna finish Hyrule Castle, he's gonna bolt. And Tam is doing his Kakariko checks, so they're basically doing the same thing. And then up down below in our entrance match, have we seen this drop down? Yes, we did. That was a key. That was a key drop down. And looks like we're getting some more Death Mountain checks. Now, we have not seen all these Death Mountain checks down on the bottom match. I am your friendly ALTTPR ladder admin Dunka. Hope everyone's enjoying their stuff. That was Eastern Palace and Skull Woods. They are 5/6 crystals today, which, knowing that it is Ped Seed, doesn't really matter, does it? Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. So, yeah. We're having a little fun with this one tonight. Again, I know it's a little bit difficult to follow two matches at the same time, but we're doing our best. I was trying to get at least one of these on normal restream tonight. We had literally no signups. Everybody was too interested in just watching football tonight or something like that. Looks like Desert Small. Oh, we did see that one earlier. Never mind. We found that one earlier on Telethar side. So, haven't found anything like game breaking on either of the ones, except that I do see the Telethar did find a bow. I had missed where the bow was. So, and I'm going to miss a lot of things like that, especially in the entrance seeds here. So, it is what it is. If you want to just watch, just mute it and watch, or just go to multi-stream on your own. That's totally cool. You can watch there too. If you don't want to hear my lovely, lovely crackly voice, because I've been watching football all day today and screaming, and that's how it works. So it looks like Specks is doing his Hyrule Castle checks. Again, these are checks we've already seen on the other side, on Tam's side. And looks like Tam is doing his purple check. So again, we're not seeing anything new here. At least on the top match, they are doing exactly what the other side has done. So when they converge here, they're pretty much going to have the same items. Just looking briefly at their trackers, even though they are completely different trackers. One of them is clearly better than the other one. I'm not going to say which is which. But yeah, it looks like we kind of, they pretty much have the same items. So they're pretty close to each other. Down here on the entrance match, it looks like Hyrule Castle is being checked. Again, one of those things that we've already seen. And Telethar is using a very not used often entrance, which is going through one of those caves and going out the exit side, one of the drop down caves. It was the waterfall cave, the water, or the fairy cave. Sorry. So, oh, nice bonk. If you do notice at the bottom, there are no boots, but we do have pseudo boots. Oh no! What? Oh, Skele, that's a horrible death. Oh, that is probably one of the worst deaths you could probably take right there. Now, I do not think. Oh God, I know that I did not see where that bow came into play. I don't think it was here, but I also am not sure. Funny enough, they actually now are in the exact same room. Looks like a Bombos was just found. We had that on the top match here. Specks already has that item. Again, inverted 80 keys, the mode of kings, up on our top match. Winner of this match will advance to week 3 to join Gamachu out of Group B. The bottom match, again, does have some strange implications. Zelga is sitting at home. He's sitting there watching this, I'm sure. He's watching either here or he's watching the streams manually. He's probably watching pretty close to what's going on. His fate depends on the winner of this match. He is definitely rooting for Telethar. All right, so we're getting our laser bridge checks. We have seen these already. There was a key and something else in here. I don't think it was anything big. Nothing major important here. On the bottom right here, Telethar looks like is checking the east exit out of Hyrule Castle. I don't think we've seen where this goes. Oh, it's that entrance. Okay. It's just another nice way to get to Death Mountain. So apparently you say the bow is out of logic. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. I did miss that. I'm gonna miss a lot in this one. Again, I'm gonna do my best, but more or less just having fun tonight. So we'll be here for a couple of hours. Inverted 80 keys usually takes anywhere between 1:45 and 2 hours is usually what it ends up being. So looks like Lazy Kid's got a GT small today. I believe we did see that already on Skelebro's side. And Catfish today's just got some bombs. Nothing much down there. Looks like the Mire area is kind of a wash. Oh, nice bunny setup. All right, so what you're seeing down here on Skele's side, he did go ahead and bunny glitch. And he is able to check some items out of sequence. Here's your out of sequence checks. That's where those were. Thank you very much. So these are out of sequence checks. Now, he's not able to throw the bomb. But he is able to activate the mirror, and that's how he's able to make those checks. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely worth it as long as there's nothing in the back chest. That being said, that's going to be a pretty easy check to go back and get. It's not a difficult cave to get back to. So if they're worried about it later, they can always get back there and do it. So to confirm on that top, I'm sorry, Eastern was the... No, I think that's right. Eastern is the green pendant on the top match. I am almost certain it's Hera on the bottom one. I do believe seeing that earlier. So there was nothing out of Zelda Cell. Okay, that's huge because that was just the worst death. Like, you don't want to make that death in an entrance seed unless Hyrule Castle's right. Well, you don't want to make that death anyway, but definitely not when you want to double back to. So because of beautiful color coding, we do see on down on Skele's side that we do have some chests that are available for our runners out of dungeons. Color coding, great addition to the community tracker. And looks like we found our mitts up in the inverted side now. Mitts inverted don't have as many uses as they do in normal modes. Still okay to have. It does speed up a few things, and it does put things in Death Mountain logic that would not be normally available. The only hard check that is required for that is King's Tomb with those mitts. So got a pod check here. Looks like just a piece of heart on the second one. Now, he only has 2 keys going into this, talking about TAM top right screen if you are following along. So he's going to go ahead and minimize the key usage here. He's only going to check the checks that he can make without burning keys. Castle Tower find on Spec side. where it should be. Instant Castle Tower. It's inverted. He's just inverted mode. I'm getting it mixed up here. So it looks like he's just going to go ahead and check the one. Not entrance on that one, just inverted AD keys. So he's going to be able to check both of these, though, because he does have a Castle Tower key. And I'm pretty sure Tam just found the other one. I don't think Tam and Specks have found the same key. Yeah, I think they have found each other's Castle Tower key at this point. So, yeah, it looks like, again, thank you, chat. I much appreciated following up on this. But, so it looks like down below in the entrance, we did get those 2 checks done by, out of Desert Palace. He did find that Desert Small. Pod maze so far, nothing great, and he is out of there. So very interesting. We have found both of the Castle Tower keys, but in different locations. Now you're not going to miss the other one. I don't know where the first one was at on Spec side, but I did watch where that second one was, and you can't miss it. It's going to be on route. So. And it looks like the rest of Pod isn't good now. He does have a bottle. Looks like he's going to go ahead and bottle glitch. So with just 2 keys, he is going to get 10 of these 14 items out of Pod. That's pretty efficient. Just using some sequence breaks. Down below in the bottom left, we did see that Skele did find Swamp Palace just a little bit ago. Now, we do not know. We know the goal is Pedestal. We do not know anything about the pendant locations, with the exception, I believe, again, Hera is the green pendant. I think I saw that earlier. And we got Bottle Glitch here. Up top, there we go. Nicely set up by Tam. He's going to go ahead and get his last 2 items. So again, a 10-item clear with just 2 keys out of Pod. It takes a little bit of time, but it is efficient. Looks like Specks is going in the back door to Turtle Rock. And getting a map. Lovely map. Down below, bottom left, match. Skelebro's checking that, and he is out. He is just doing whatever checks he can in GT. And bugging out. Now, he does have that big key. He does have a couple small keys. I don't think he's really that interested in climbing right now, even though it is in logic to do so. He does have the big key. He's got small keys, and he has the bow. So there are 3 checks up there that, you know, it sucks, but it is an entrance seed. He's going to have to keep those in the back of his head that he can do those. Looks like we're doing some more GT clears. Looks like we're getting a tire loom check. Now, he does have Cane of Samaria talking about Telethar down to the bottom right. So he's going to be able to do a few more checks down below. Even though the full right side is out of logic. He does have the lantern, which he can set up a... he can set up a bond jump to go and pick this up. So I'm sure he is going to go and do that. Otherwise, you would not come through this way. And with 3 smalls, he's going to go and do what he can. So the difference in this case is Skele came in, checked a couple of things, and got out of here. Telethar is going to be able to check a wow. That is a find. That is a find. Now, Skele could not do that. He does not have the cane. That is a killer find. And did I just see a bow pickup? Wait, what did I just miss? I missed a bow somewhere. Oh, there it is. Sorry, again, I'm watching 4 at the same time here. That'd be a bow on the top right. That's on Tam's side. I'm paying attention right now to the bottom right screen. Now, this is Telethar, because this is really important. Now, he's going to do full right side here. He's going to maximize the amount of chests he gets. Now, this is a tricky screen to do without an immunity item. So you got to be really careful and sneak around. Nice job, though. That was a really nice job by Telethar. That was a really nice job there. And yeah, I apologize. I missed too. That's doubly huge. That was a Moon Pearl over on Telethar's side. That was on there. Now that is totally in logic because he does have that cane, And that's going to be a tough one for Skele to come back for. He's already been down there, and he's probably not going to go back until he finds the hook shot. Maybe hammer as well. I mean, well, hammer of course, but you know, it's like you're not going to want to double dip that just for that. That fire rod is a huge, huge pickup. Looks like down to the bottom. And we are confirmed. We are a boss shuffle, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we are looking out for. We kind of assumed this was going to be the case. It is now confirmed that we do have a boss shuffle on our mystery seed. So this is pedestal, damage shuffle, pedestal, damage shuffle, boss shuffle, and crossed entrances. So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do the numbers in my head of how many more points could be out there. That's that's a bad one. This will be full boss shuffle. There is no other option in these flags, so it is full boss shuffle. And he's just gonna go and bail on that. He found his fire rod. He found his moon pearl. I'm thinking to him, he's just gonna say that's a win. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So. Don't blame him. Don't blame him. That's a tough loss. That's a tough one down there. So, I missed Specks' laser bridge. I'm looking at his item inventory. I don't see anything super important. Nope. I don't see anything super important over there, so looks like it's nothing in there yet. Top right here, we do have our first dungeon being completed. On Tam's side, looks like Eastern is going down. That is green pendant. Again, this is AD, so it doesn't really matter that much. And speaking of that hook shot, except on the other one, Specks just found the hook shot coming in the back door of Turtle Rock. That's a nice little find. All right. Hookshot's going to be nice. It's going to open up a few more checks here, especially in inverted. He is going to be able to check these here. With that, he's got hammer, he's got the mitts. He can go ahead and pop either of these entrances to Dark Death Mountain. What am I saying? This is inverted. He's just going to go ahead and use the mirror. Oh, God, inverted's fun sometimes, especially when you're watching 4 matches at once, or 4 streams at once. Bottom left here. I think this is a... I think it was something for Hera? Is this Big Key for Hera? No, it's Big Key Thieves. Telethar did check that earlier. Down in Telethar's stream, we're seeing the other one. That is a small key to Gannis Tower. That is actually small key 4. So that tells you a lot based off of the logic. We know where the Moon Pearl is. We know that the cane is out there. We know where the Fire Rod is. That is why 4 GT keys are out there, is because they want to make sure that you're able to get that. So if you're thinking logic-wise, if you're watching the logical flow of this seed, right there tells you that GT, you're supposed to do GT before to get those Moon Pearl. His progression, he's caught up to, so he's going to be able to move forward with this. Specks, on the other side, is going back and checking that one chest that he did die on, unfortunately, and he's going to be disappointed what he finds there. Ice Palace yields a pod key on his first check down here on the top right. That is his pod key number 4. And it looks like he's going to go and continue on here. He does not have that Cane of Samaria, so he's going to have to double back. Funny enough, each side has 1 cane, and in both of these matches, and the other one would love it on both sides. So, Specks is fighting the room here, fighting that pokey. All right, and Skele's going to find that it was a $5 in there, so he just wasted. That's a good minute and a half time loss going back and getting that chest. So that was a pretty bad death that he took down there, but it is what it is. It's one of those things you don't want to leave it there, but it is what it is there. So after finding the hook shot out of Turtle Rock, Specks is doubling back here. He's going to go ahead and check the last few chests that he can out of Turtle Rock. No fire rod, so he's going to be able to check this one, and then he is going to be able to check the front. Not only that, he's going to be able to lead out of the front entrance, which I don't believe we have seen yet. So these entrances are in logic. Speaking of the fire, I don't think he wanted to do that. So that's a good and a bad there. We're talking Specks, top left-hand corner of your screen, and he's leaving. Okay, that's... Finding that fire rod is great. Dying right there with 3 more chests directly beyond, unless he has checked those, and I don't think he's found the front entrance to T-Rock yet. Those are 3 checks that he is just going to leave. So, yeah, I don't know what to do on that one. On top right here, Tam side, looks like he is checking chests 2 and 3, the normal method. In Ice Palace, that is a key to pod. That's pod 5. So he's got 5 of his 6 pod keys, so he can clear pod at this point once he finds the big key. And chest number 3 is a piece of heart. Good MSU down here. We're listening down bottom right. We're listening to Telethar stream right now. Looks like he's got some Final Fantasy 14. All right, bombs out of chest 4 in Ice Palace. We're looking at the top right. Do not believe that Specks has been in there yet. Now, he is going to Thieves Town. He's got the big, he's got the small, he's got the hammer. He is going to go and clear this and get his prize, which we do not know if this is a pendant or a crystal. On that side, it doesn't matter near as much as it does on the bottom match. Again, bottom match is mystery. From what we know so far, it is a crossed entrance pedestal seed with both a enemy shuffle enemy damage shuffle and a boss shuffle. Hints are also live. We did get that checked out earlier. So, I believe Hobo's been checked down on the entrance seed on the bottom. So not much to see there. We are going to be seeing some new checks here on Specks' top left-hand corner. These are the backside of Thieves Town. I do believe he's not marking them down, but I do believe Tam has done these 4 checks. But we have not seen the back 4 checks. The first one is the big key to Desert Palace. He has certainly not done that. That is a required item for that seed. He'll get there eventually, but he does not yet have the big key. He does, however, have the Master Sword. That is 2 swords on Tam's side to the 0 on the other side. That, however, that was a nice chili rod, just where it should be, inside of Ice Palace. Also required for this seed, as all dungeons are required. Does Tam have a... Well, he doesn't need it. He's got Bombos, but he's not going to have any magic. Okay, so he's just got just the that's a bomb. You probably don't want to bomb those things. They're not very effective. So both sides on this top match are finding required items that the other one is going to need. Looks like we found a little... oh, wow, nice dodge there. We did find Hookshot Cave on our battle match here, Skele on the bottom left. Did find that. And on the right, with the hookshot in tow, Telethar's there as well. Find the map to GT, a heart piece, and $300. So let's do a quick little recap here where we stand on this one. That bottom match, Telethar does have a few items importance that that Skele does not have. Most importantly, he's got that Moon Pearl. That Moon Pearl is obviously super important here, so that we can continue gain access now. He does not also have he does not have the cane. Now, I do not recall where the cane came from. He got it early. Telethar did get his cane super early. He's been holding on to that for a while. That did give him access to the right-hand side of GT, where Fire Rod is in the tile room chest, and unfortunately did die just before getting to the Ice Armos checks, which are not Ice Armos today. Those are little Viddy pieces. Speaking of pieces, Blind is in pieces on top left-hand corner. Specks has got his first crystal of the match. That is a full clear of Thieves Town. He will not have to come back into this dungeon. There's that cane on that top right. We did see that earlier. Which they can... they can get that pretty much at any time now, can't they? Yeah, they should have full access. No! I'm sorry, they do not have full access to it yet. Specks does. Which, yeah, he already has it. Why? Because he was up there. Duh. That's how he's got it. Bottom right here. Looks Looks like we have a Meyer checks here. That's the second chest out of Meyer. Just $20. We're going to go and do the cutscene chest down here in the bottom right. Top left-hand corner of your screen, Specks, with that fire rod in tow, is going to go ahead and do the back of Skele Woods. He's going to go ahead and get these last 3. Now, he did not do this one earlier. I believe Tam did. I don't think it was anything important. Cape. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we did see that one early. But he does have that fire rod in tow. He is going to go ahead and go to finish. The last 2 checks, or the last 2 items in the back of Skele Woods, get his... do we know if this is a crystal or pendant? We do not. So we'll see what that is here in just a minute or two. Dark Sanctuary leads to Mimic Cave. Looks like his hint from today. There's a Hera Small. Down bottom right on Telethar stream. Definitely not swordless. Oh, I see what you mean by swordless. Yeah, that's right. He does not actually have a sword. He's going to be disappointed here in a minute. I totally missed that because everyone else is on Master Sword. Specks does not have a sword yet. Oh, he is going to be so disappointed here in a moment when he notices that. I've done this. I guarantee. Everybody's done this. If you haven't done this, you're lying. And mirror in 3, 2, 1. Mirror. Yeah, we've all done it. We've all done it. I'm sorry, I missed what was down at the bottom right here. It looks like we're getting a few more Meyer checks in. He does have 2 items left in here. With the big chest in tow, he's going to go ahead, or the big key in tow, I'm sorry. He's going to go ahead and finish this dungeon. I don't think he's done a map check. I don't know if he's even got the map, so I do not know what boss is at the end of this. At the end of this Meyer. And piece of heart, that would be great if that was a refill. It is not. Bottom left, Skele is getting his, that was the GT, I think it was his 3rd or 4th GT key, right? Yeah, 4th GT. I'm not, so if you're Skele here, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you have all 4 GT keys and the big. You have to have that in the back of your head that you need to go back to GT. Now the problem on Skele's side, he does not have that cane, and that cane is what's gonna basically give him what he needs out of GT. So the moment he gets that cane, I have to assume he's gonna go ahead. It's like it's there. He knows what he needs to do. Because again, oh, that was a hell of a good pickup there on Telethar side. Because there's so much in there. Like, right at this moment, Telethar has a pretty decent lead just because he has that Moon Pearl, he has the Fire Rod that led to multiple checks. It's having that cane and doing it when he did is huge. Now, again, I do not, unfortunately, know where that cane is in our bottom match here, other that it was obtained early from Telethar. He's had it for at least 20, 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes, I think. And it looks like... What music is this? Just listen to the music. Nice and chill. Nice music. Big Key at Eastern Palace. Unfortunately, that is a crystal, not what you're looking for. I have to assume that Telethar knows it's also a pendant mode. That it's a pendant goal just because of the Ganon text earlier. So. Top left-hand corner of your screen, Specks is finishing up his side of Ice Palace. We have already seen the Ice Palace clear from Tam's side, so we're not going to get new information from that one yet. He gets the 1 chest out of Heron. He is bugging out. Ooh, interesting. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, Telethar is climbing. Good music here. This is out of, which boss is this? It's the 2nd or 3rd boss in the first of the raid instances. Yes, I've played Final Fantasy. Um, yeah, so we're seeing some repeated stuff on our top matchup here. Where they're doing some stuff that they've done, but I think the most important one right now is bottom right hand side of your screen, which is Telethar. These are checks that are available to Skele. He avoided this when he went in the first time, even though he does have the items to do this. Now, he does not have the hook shot, which means he's only going to be able to get 3 of these 4 if he decides to do it. Ooh, this is bad on Skele. He's doing the pause and wait, which means he's looking at his map. He's trying to figure out what to do. He needs that cane. I don't have the ability to go back in time to see where that cane came out, but super, super, super important right now, wherever that cane happens to be. Top left-hand side of your screen, we have a cleared Ice Palace. That is second cleared dungeon for Specks, second crystal as well. Also, more importantly, a full clear, he will not have to come back here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Trinex. However, those are the required items that you need for that. Now, he's got to be really careful. He's got half magic. I'm talking bottom right-hand side. This is Telethar screen. He does have half magic, so he's going to be able to miss a few hits here. That was really good. Wow, that was really good. But you've got to be careful here because he does not have a refill. But he doesn't have the hammer either, so he has to use... yeah, he's doing some spins. I don't know if that gains you much. Yeah, I feel like you can even get more hits in by just swings. I think he's going to be fine here. Now, watch the door, bottom right. It's probably going to open as soon as Trinex comes out. Now, he's setting himself up to get damage here, but the door will probably open. And this time it didn't. Oh, because he didn't go off screen. There he goes. Yeah, so this is one of those things with Enemizer. Came for Skele's on the mountain. Old man entrance. Oof. Okay. He dodged it. I was going to say Telethar's. He dodged it. He's like, that guy will follow you. But yeah, once he's off screen, it considers all of the enemies off screen. And Tam, top right-hand sword, is getting his hook shot. And this is going to lead to his fire rod if he continues. Now we'll see if he does the front 3 checks as well. That was something that Specks died on. Well, Specks found his sword. He is going back to finish Skullwoods. Because why wouldn't you? Okay, so yeah, that cane being on Death Mountain. I'm just looking at his map tracker here. Interesting. Okay. Top, there's the refill heart. Oh, and we get, looks like we're getting our, again, clear here on the top left-hand side here. I'm looking at the, right now I'm paying attention to the bottom right Telethar screen. He's getting his last 2 checks out of GT. Flippers! Oh, man. I'm telling you, Telethar is hitting the numbers today. He's really doing... missing that cane is so huge. And this is no fun, by the way, if you're watching bottom right here. This is no fun. Top left-hand side, we have Dead Mothule. That is their 3rd dungeon done. Nice little blue pendant. But yeah, bottom right here, this is no fun, doing this in this little area. Tam is about to get his fire rod, top right-hand side. Now, and there he goes. He's going to squeeze around. We have not seen these checks. The 3 checks you're about to see here. Unfortunately, Specks died as soon as he got his fire rod. He did not go back in. So we're going to see 3 checks here on Tam's side that we did not see before on Specks. So this could be important. Speaking of Specks, he is heading into Desert Palace. Oh, I missed the first check. Sorry, this is difficult. I'll watch here. I'm paying attention here, top right at the moment here, seeing Tam. Sorry, I was watching the Aga kill here on the bottom right. All right, here we go. 2 checks. Also, desert checks on the top left. That is a big key to Ganon's power. I bet they need that. All right, last two checks here on top right. These are important. Red mail, coward mail, and blue cane. Nothing super important. Where does the dungeon come out at? Oh, he didn't check it. I'm a little surprised by that. So, unless they've seen it, we don't know where the front exit. Yeah, okay, so it's confirmed that it is Ganon Seed. Or it's a pedestal seed, not a Ganon Seed. What am I saying? I'm a little surprised, unless he knew it, that Tam did not go through the front exit of Turtle Rock, because we don't know where that comes out. Looks like we found those mitts. Down on the bottom right-hand side of your screen on this mystery seed, small key to thieves, and a piece of heart. So those mitts open up a little bit more in this mode than it does on the top one where it is inverted. But we'll see if that actually leads to anything here. Looks like we're getting our hookshot cave check on the top right-hand side of your screen. And not much up there. I think that has been already checked once, but... And, okay. So, Specks is making his climb. Now, here's the problem. Now, he's got his hookshot, which is great. He's going to get the same items out of this, including the flippers that... Excuse me, Telethar just got. However, he is still missing Fire Rod. However, Fire Rod might not be needed. Now, we do not know pendant information. It is a pedestal seat on the bottom. We do not know pendant information, except now we do know that Thieves Town is one of them. So, unless... Oh, you know what? He is not going to get these. So, yeah, Specks, unfortunately, is going to get a big disappointment here in just about 3 minutes when he finds out that there is a Trinex guarding his path up top. Specks is he's kind of got some issues right now. Telethar going in, and even though that Blind is sitting there, this is boss shuffle, so he can just kill Blind at will. This is pendant number 1. So yeah, Skele's got to have some issues here. He unfortunately is making a climb that he's not going to be able to get anything out of because there is a Trinex that's up there. This is stuff that we've already seen from Telethar. But Telethar has both rods, and he was able to get the flippers from the top. Also to kill Aga 2, which then netted a couple other items out of the well check. So it's not gonna be good here in regards to bottom left-hand score to Skele's screen. However, top right-hand side, we do have our fourth dungeon clear. That's Desert Palace clear, full clear. Specks will not have to come back for that. Top right, looks like we do have the remaining checks available from Pod being checked. He does have the proper keys to do this, so he does have 5 keys and the big, so he's going to be able to full clear this. As long as he's a little bit efficient, the way that he uses the 1 key, which he's going to hammer you up here, and yeah. So, and yeah, Skele is out of there. I even missed what happened on that. He's hurting. And now he's going to be going into Mire. Which, Mire's a crystal. He does have Cane. He's not going to be able to finish this anyway. Boy, it's brutal. It's brutal. It's not going well here. Real quick, I am going to take a peek. I want to confirm something. Where's Telethar's stream? I need to find Telethar. I'm going to his directly here. Bear with me here. Listen to some music. I'm going to back up on his VOD. Oh, I'm going to mute this. Hold on. I need to know where that cane is for sure. So I'm not watching the streams at the moment here. I am backing up. I want to confirm where that was, because again, unfortunately, I did not see it. Listen to some good music. I want to see exactly where that cane was. Okay. It's just on the mountain, isn't it? It's just the mountain cave in the chess game. He's been there. Did he mark it off on his map? Oh no. Oh no. He was short money. Oh no. Well, I'm looking at his tracker, and unfortunately, he marked it off. We've all been here. I mean, I'm not going to stew on this, as we do have a Trinex. Surprise Trinex, top right-hand side of your screen here. I'm sorry, top left-hand side of your screen, as we finish up our Turtle Rock play. And this is... Actually, this is his last check, isn't it? Yeah, Specks is going to be full clearing Turtle Rock after this as well. Real surprise, in the same room down at the bottom right, we have Blind in the end of Turtle Rock, it looks like. As we're getting a hammer kill on that Trinex, yeah. So, unfortunately... this is brutal. So, Skele's in a world of hurt here. Skele's really in a world of hurt. Looks like that was a crystal, not a pendant on the bottom right-hand side, on Telethar side. So he's still missing one pendant in particular. Now, if he finds Hera, he has the hookshot. He can clear Hera. But we do not know where that third pendant is. So again, Specks unfortunately has marked off a check that he has not made. And it is a very important one. It's the cane that leads to literally everything in this seed. That is brutal. Again, we've all been there. It's one of those things, it just happens, unfortunately. I'm actually checking to see. I'm rewinding his as well, just to see, because he did the mountain really early. This is rough to see. I'm checking to see when he was up on the mountain. Oh, he burned all of his money at Zora. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not watching the live streams at the moment here. I am looking for when Specks was on Death Mountain. Yeah. Wait, he's doing it now. Oh, not Specks. I'm sorry, Skele, bro. I'm getting it mixed up. I'm sorry. It's Skele's. Yeah. Again, I apologize. I'm not really watching right now. I'm just looking to see. Yep, there's his. When did he check it off? It's not checked off here. I'm looking to see when he checked it off. Right there. So, oh my god. He checked it off 9 minutes in. Oh god, that is so brutal. Just under 9 minutes in. Oh, that is so brutal. He checked off the wrong entrance. So here's what happened. On Skele, this bottom left-hand side. So he returned the old man, but he did not. I'm gonna check something here real quick here. Bear with me here for just a moment. I'm checking something. Yeah, so he returned the old man like 8 minutes in. And it wasn't checked off on his tracker. Top left here, looks like we got our second pendant. But it was not checked off on his tracker. Then he saved quit and started at Old Man. And then as he left Old Man, which happened to be the GT, is the GT entrance, he checked off the check for the Old Man Cave on accident. So what he meant to do here is to check off the GT exit. And instead, because it was the Old Man Cave leaving at GT, he checked off the Old Man entrance, which means now he has no reason to ever go back there. And that's super unfortunate because that cane is everything. You cannot finish this seed without that cane. And it's going to be one of those things, unfortunately, he's probably not going to go back there at all at this point, because a loss, and again, the time on the clock is 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Once he's lost by that, it's over. That's just brutal. That's unfortunate. That's really brutal here. Back on our top match, which is Inverted AD Keys, we do have another clear of Thievestown by Tam. Now, Tam does have a slight lead in items, but if you take a look at Specks' tracker here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dungeons cleared already to Tam's 4. Now, Specks does not have a bow. So we are still waiting on that. No boots, of course, but why the hell would you ever get boots early in a seed like this? He is also a sword behind. That's probably less important at this moment in time, but it will become important later. Finally doing Sahasrahla. We're figuring out that Eastern Palace is that green pendant. Again, this is an AD seed. You got to do them all anyway. And unfortunately, bottom left-hand side here, this is Skele's realizing that he goofed. Oh, this is so brutal. Yeah, he's doing it now. And he realizes that he missed something. Yeah, so he's going back through his mind here. This is going to be so difficult to check. It's unfortunate that it's a tracking error. He checked something off that he should not have checked off. And we're not going to be doing post games on this one, just so you're aware. So we're not going to be doing a post game chat with these guys. I wonder if he's realizing it here. Oh, okay. Look at this. Look where he's going. Look where he's going. Okay, he's checking. He's rechecking. Okay, well, he doesn't. He can sequence break this for a crystal. Wonder if he's just doing this just to spend some time. But he is in the right area. If he could just recheck that, it's a pedestal seed. I mean, we don't know where these are at. He could, in reality, Telethar could spend forever looking for that third pendant. We don't know what it is, and on his, there's 4 possibilities. He's actually in one of them right now. So, I mean, pedestal seeds are a little screwy that way. In our top matchup here, Tam did just go ahead and finish his, 5th dungeon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is 1 dungeon behind, but does have a few extra items, again, that Specks does not have. And we get a mold arm down in the this matchup. Again, we know that there's nothing that Skele can get that would make up for losing that cane. There's nothing there. So he's just doing things to do things, but hopefully as soon as he leaves here, he's going to be right next to what he needs. He's right next to it. And he fights the hammer! Oh no! I don't think that's good. Because, I mean, he knows now he's missed Fire Rod somewhere. And, I mean, if you need to not check anything here. Go down. Down. No, he's fluting. Oh, man. I mean, so you don't technically need Hammer to beat Thievestown in this. He's going back here, but we know there's nothing here. He's gonna check. This is weird. This is interesting. I guess if Where's the last pendant? If okay, all right. Again, we have a Swamp Palace check on the top right here. This is actually something we haven't seen yet, but I'm gonna take a little time here to pay attention to the bottom matchup because this is interesting. Ice Palace big, doesn't really matter in this case. Okay, all right, so he's got one pendant. We know there is a pendant. Oh, we know where it is. Oh, it's an ice. Okay, we know that from here. Ice. He can clear ice. If he knows where ice is, he can clear that. And he's got what he needs for thieves. He's in go. He is actually in go right now. Now, he doesn't know it. Oh my god. Where is I? No, we know where Ice Palace was just there. Oh, it's top of castle. Okay. He can't get there yet, according to his tracker. Because he cannot get to that side of Dark World. Now, you could kern jump that. You could kern jump and get there. It's top of Hyrule Castle, right? If that's where it is. He could kern jump and get there, because he could Dark World. Oh wait, no, sorry, no, he doesn't have the, he doesn't have the Moon Pearl. My bad. No, doesn't have the Moon Pearl. He can't kern jump. Because you can't break that, can you? No, you can't break jump. I don't think you could sequence break a kern jump. So he needs to find a way to get down to that side. So he would need to find an exit that comes out either at the Hyrule Castle side or somewhere on East Dark. I did not know you could pseudo boots over that one. Hey, I learned something today. You can pseudo boots over that tile. So that is huge. Oh, this match got real interesting if he's able to find ice. So okay, so we're not going to see anything new here because he's gonna drop into this viddy. He'll probably kill this, but there's probably not much behind there that he could get that's going to be any good. Let's pay attention to our top matchup here. So we do have a Swamp Palace clear, almost a one cycle there from Tam. And looks like we're back in GT. Down on Telethar's side. Interesting. Why are you back in GT? You picked up it. Oh, he's doing the checks right now that that Skele is doing. That's right. He died here. So yeah. Man. Oh, this got super exciting. Because I mean, we thought he was just dead in the water here. Speaking of dead in the water, okay. So on our top matchup here, Specks is going to go ahead. He'll finish his Eastern check. He's going to finish this one off. That'll be a 7th dungeon. What is he missing for go? He needs Castle Tower Key. Swamp Small, which Tam does have. He was just in there. And the Mire Big, which Tam has. So Specks is missing items that Tam does have, and we're in the same boat on the other side, on Tam's side. Same one, Castle Tower, and oh my, I think he is just forfeited. Yeah, he did. Yeah, unfortunately, Skele has decided to forfeit his match. Skele did not do Tile Room because he does not have the cane because he mistracked it. I'm going to send Skele a message here, so give me just a moment. I'm just going to tell him what happened. And left. All right, I just told him when he missed. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Now, Telethar still does have to finish. So he is going to play this one out. He does still have to finish the race, of course, but... back of Skullwoods, could not tell you. Could not tell you. So we're gonna pay attention more or less to the top matchup at this point. The bottom match, as long as Telethar does finish, which he should. He's actually he's really close to finishing at this point. He just needs to find the hammer. Then yeah. And he'll, as soon as he finds Skullwoods, he will go ahead and do that. So so he's not too far away from here. So let's pay attention to our AD match, which is up top. Again, we have dungeon clears all over the place. Looks like Specks is going back in to pick up the one chest that he missed here in Pod. I'm going to assume it is... Oh, is he not finished? Did he not? Oh, he hasn't finished the dungeon yet, has he? Did he just not finish this yet? Yeah. Yeah, okay, he just hasn't finished yet. Never mind. I saw he had one check still to go. Top right hand here, we do have finishing of Desert Palace. That is going to put us almost even, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 7. And yeah, Tam is... So they both have one castle tower key, but it's a different key. Yeah, they were different smalls. I'm pretty sure they were different smalls. Because they got them at different times, and I don't remember exactly which one was where, but they got them at different times. It was early. It was really early. So I'm pretty sure they were different keys. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure they were different keys. So yeah. Yeah, Skele he just responded to me too. He realizes what he did. Yeah, so he knows what he did. So, what that does mean, that effectively means that Zelga and Telethar are going to advance out of Group B. Or, I'm sorry, Group A. That's Group A. As long as Telethar doesn't just... I don't even know what would happen if he just scooped it up. I have no idea what would happen. So he's not going to do that, though. As we do have a pod clear on our top left matchup here with Specks. On the right-hand side, we're getting a Mire clear. This is a clear that we have not seen yet from Specks side, because that is where the Mire keys, one of the few items that Specks does not have. So... I'm sorry, I'm talking to Skele here. I'm letting him know what... he's really close to go, so Telethar won't take too much longer. As we do get our pod clear, so on top left-hand side here, Specks is missing Castle Tower Key and the Mire Big Key, and that is pretty much it. And he is good to go. On the other side, Tam is missing... that Castle Tower Key right there, and that should be go mode. 1, 2, 3. He's got everything he needs there. He got everything he needs. I believe we have a go mode here on Tam's side. Specks does have the one dungeon lead, but that is going to do on that. So he's just going to blow through these dungeons as fast as he can. What is he missing again? He's missing the other Castle Tower Key. Actually, you know what? I must be mistaken, because I don't think Specks has been in Mire. Because he doesn't have the Mire Big. I must be mistaken on that. They must have gotten the same one, just at very different times. Either that or he hasn't tracked it correctly. But his tracker, I'm looking at Specks top left, is showing that he still has all 8 checks inside of Mire. Yeah, he does not have the Mire Big. That is what he's missing. It's probably why he's avoided it at this point. And he's continuing to check these other ones. So 124 AD inverted AD keys is pretty fucking good. This is going to be a killer time. Green pendant turn-in after Eastern Palace, which he absolutely has done. He just never turned in the pendant. Unfortunately, we don't have a map tracker on Specks side, so we cannot say one way or the other if he's done it and just hasn't tracked it. But my guess is he hasn't done it. That's a... Why would you miss that? Unless he... Did he just finish and leave? Or did he flute out? I almost feel like he had to. I mean, we could do the Wayback Machine here on Spec side when he did it. Let's do the Wayback Machine. Oh, Tower of Zot music. Okay, so that's when it did his Eastern check. So yeah, he did Eastern. And it wasn't that long ago. It was at 118. Finished at 120. Oh yeah, the Endwalker MSU has been great. I fucking love it. I've got most of these. I don't have the newest one though. Okay, I'm just watching the VOD on Spec side, and he mirrored. Oh no. He left Eastern and then he just mirrored and fluted away. He just didn't turn in the green pendant. Oh no, he didn't. He went back into pod to finish pod. This is when he went to finish pod. Remember we talked about this? He did, and then after he finished pod, he bolted. Oh no, he didn't turn in the green pendant. Let's jam here though. So yeah, I mean Tam is done. He's going to finish up here. Now, he still has to finish Castle Tower, but he's going to do Castle Tower immediately when he's done with GT. Actually, no. What order do you do these? You do Castle Tower last, right? So you go over, you do Turtle Rock, then you come back and do Hera, and then you do Castle Tower, and then you pop out and you go immediately into GT. That is about as efficient as you can get. Yeah. Oh, that's so bad. Man, that's brutal. So, not that we're avoiding it and ignoring or anything, but we still do have technically a matchup at the bottom side here. Telethar does still need to finish. If he doesn't finish...
hello?
I don't know what would happen.
I guess Skele forfeited, so now it's just I have to...
Oh, you know what? I need to mute his...
Mm.
I'm going to mute that. Sorry, no MSU. Let's see what Tam's got. I was like, who's talking to my ear, man? So he does still need to finish. Yeah, he knows where Skullwoods. He just hasn't gone back there. He's got everything he needs to finish it. He just hasn't gone back. But he does still need to finish. If for whatever reason he decides, you know what, I don't want to finish this, what would happen? Because we don't replay double forfeits, do we? Is that in the rules? I don't remember if that's in the rules or not. I don't remember. I'd have to go look if we don't do double forfeits. Because if that's the case, it's already over. I think that means that it's already over, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I'd have to go back and read my own rules. So, sorry, we're going to get a try next kill on our top screen. Excuse me, this is Tam's. So Tam is in an amazing spot right here. Unfortunately, Specks is exactly in the opposite of that. He's doing left side swamp right now. Maybe there's boots over there. I don't know. It's not going to help, but it would be something, I guess. So Tam is getting his 1, 2, 3, 4. That's his 9th clear. Yeah, different matches, yeah. This is a little bit hard to find. I do apologize for that. But hey, we're having fun here tonight. Just finishing these two off. Just something a little bit different. We do have, again, the 9th dungeon finish here. Now what Tam is going to do is he's going to rush over. He's going to go ahead and... You got to go Light World side, yep. So he's going to check to Light World. And he's going to go ahead and he's going to finish Hera. And then he finishes Hera. He's going to jump out. He's going to go ahead and go back to Dark World. He's going to finish Castle Tower. And pops out of Castle Tower. Guess what? You're at GT right there. It's just going to pop. You're going to finish GT. You're done. So, Specks unfortunately finding nothing on left side swamp. And down on the bottom screen, this is important. Telethar is going into the back of Skullwoods, which means he is going to go ahead and get finished here really soon. This will be this hammer. It's the last thing he needs. You want to listen to Telethar's voice when this pops? Hold on. Let's see if he stalls his mic live. I don't give a shit. Let's see if he stalls his mic live. Switching to silvers. Still not the easiest thing. Oh, wow. He missed. Nice aim. There he goes. He got him. Oh, no, he missed that one. Oh, top Tam just got mold-ormed. And there he goes. He's got his hammer. Doesn't need to pick up the crystal. He is out of there. He didn't say anything. That's so bad. Expecting something funny. All right, let's switch back over here to the Specks audio. Looks like he just picked up a Skullwoods key. So this is really unfortunate. I wonder if Specks realizes what he's done. We might have two completely different mistracks. I don't know if Specks uses a map tracker. It's not on his screen. He uses a different tracker than I'm familiar with, so I don't know if he's using a map tracker right now. We do know that his missing piece to the puzzle is sitting at the green pendant turn-in, and he's not going back there anytime soon. So, however, on Tam's side, he did just finish his 10th dungeon. Looks like Specks is going to finish up. Well, he's going into Mire. He's gonna do what he can out of Mire, but he's not gonna be able to finish it, unfortunately. It'll be interesting to see if he actually just mistracked or forgot to turn in the green pendant. But, yeah, very interesting. So, what this means, again, just for everybody watching, in regards for progression onto the final full week of the Megatational, Gamachu is already in. If everything goes as it is going right now, Tam is likely to advance. That's our top matchup. Tam advances with a win. That will unfortunately eliminate Specks. So Gamma and Specks will advance. And then out of Group A, because Skele did have to forfeit because of his unfortunate mismark in his match, and he lost track of what he was doing. As long as Telethar finishes, which he's going to finish in about 3 minutes, there's Castle Tower key on Specks side, so he knows he can finish that now. That does mean that Telethar and Zelga will both advance. So that would mean our final four going into next week is going to be, and I can even tell you the seeds, because there are going to be 2 1s there. It's going to be Gamachu is going to be the 1 seed. Zelga is going to be the 2 seed. Telethar is the 4 seed, and yeah, Tam is the 3, and Telethar is the 4, I believe. The 3 and 4 seed, in all honesty, means literal dick. There's literally no difference between those two in this, so it is literal dick. Telethar has lost a match. Oh, I am sorry. Telethar has not lost a match. I am sorry. I thought Telethar was 1-1 going into this. I am sorry. You are 100% correct. He is... Okay, Telethar is going to be the 2. You know what? There's a lot of information going on in my fucking brain right now, so give me a break. I apologize. It's going to be Gamma's going to be the 1. Telethar is going to be the 2. As he's finishing up his Ice Palace right now, which will be his last dungeon. He is almost done. So it's going to be, yeah, Gamma 1, Telethar 2, Zelga 3. That's super important. It means that Zelga doesn't get a veto, and Telethar does. and then Tam is going to be the 4. So what's going to happen in this case is all 4 of these racers, within the next 20 minutes, I'll give them their ping. They will be submitting their race modes. They will have to choose 2 modes of modes they have not already submitted in the previous 2 weeks. As Telethar is quickly approaching onto the pedestal, he will be finishing up his seed. They will submit 2 modes that they have not already submitted. Once all 8 are in there, we're going to announce the 8, not who picked them. Then the 2 seed, which in this case will be Telethar, will get a veto where he gets to eliminate one of them from the pool. And then after that, Gamma will get a veto. He will get to eliminate one from the pool. And that is a GG on Telethar's side. He is not actually... You can... There he goes. He finished there. You can actually... done or whatever when you start to pull the pet, I believe. I believe that's still the rule. So GG for Telethar. He is advancing with that win, which officially also advances Zelga. So I'm going to actually... Telethar and Zelga have advanced. But yeah, well-run race. That was a little bit screwy. It's very unfortunate what happened to Skele. And yeah, Skele is aware of what has happened at this point. So he went back and saw his VOD too. He saw exactly what he did. I saw it when it happened, and well, I went back and saw his VOD. I saw the period that it happened, and it's very unfortunate that it happened when it did. So in our top match here again, Tam is got a clear lead at this point. Unfortunately for Specks, he has not turned in that green pendant yet, and he's doing it now. Oh, he's going to be very, very disappointed on what he's going to see here in a moment. It's probably, you probably mentioned it in chat. You mentioned it in chat, and he's probably right. Is like he forgot to do it, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not going to bother with it right now. I'll just do it later." And unfortunately, later is unfortunately too late at this point. I do also notice Tam picked him up a tempered sword, which is going to be nice. And right now, Specks is unfortunately going to get his news that is indeed the Meyer Big Key. He is in go mode, but he is 2 full dungeons and half of a climb behind. Yeah, we haven't seen boots yet. In fact, no boots on any of these racers, although the bottom race did have pseudo boots. So... Tempered was on the torch. Oh, he did pick up his boots. Wait. Where was the boots at? He just marked those. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, where were the boots? It had to have been Hope Room. Look, he's got 3 checks. It had to have been Hope. Again, we were talking about other things. Unfortunately, it's these matches, unfortunately, unless there was a huge mishap here, they're kind of foregone at this point. But how about that? You check Hope chest, you find your boots, go left, you find a sword. That had to be it. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't have the 3 checks there. That's kind of crazy. Some people get all the luck. So again, thanks everybody for joining us here this evening. This is kind of an impromptu one. We tried to do proper restreams on this one, but unfortunately we had no volunteers. So... after I kicked everybody out of my house today, after we got fat and sassy, watched some football and played some cards, I decided to pick up both of them and went ahead and soloed both of them. So I know it's been a little discombobulated, and I know it's kind of hard to follow, but hey. It is what it is, and we'll be finishing this one up here. Obviously, when I don't know why you're checking chests unless you really want silvers. When we finish this one here, Specks will likely concede and forfeit his match. He doesn't have anything else to play for at that point, and he's probably still, 6, 7, 8 minutes out, so probably won't continue at that point. Take a look, though, on Tam's side. Nice shovel. 139. This is going to be a 142 and 142 to 143. Inverted 80s clear. That's a killer time, man. That is a killer time. Like that is a really, really solid AD clear. So very, very impressive. So he's getting his Specks. Unfortunately, he's got to know he's behind here, because if he had done Green Pendant at when he finished Eastern, this would have been ridiculously close. Because they both were converging at that moment, and they both kind of had everything that they needed. They would have probably gone into Maya around the same time. They would have got their Castle Tower key around the same. It would have been stupid close. It's unfortunate that this is going to be decided by one decision. So again, what happened is he left Eastern and decided to mirror back to finish Pod, and then just didn't turn in the Green Pendant. So yeah, it would have been pretty close. Just dungeon clears and just finishing up a few things. And it would have been a hella good match to watch. As Specks is doing his dungeon climb, or his mountain climb. He's going to finish up Castle Tower here, but unfortunately, I do suspect he is going to forfeit his match as soon as Tam finishes. He really has no. He doesn't really have much to play for. I don't know if Specks is the type of guy that just plays it out regardless, but these guys have been playing a lot of rando here over the last couple weeks. Wouldn't at all be surprised if he just decided to call it. So, leading into next week, again, we are going to have... Silvers were in GT as well. That's funny. So we are going to have 6 more matches in the final of our weeks. Don't die there, man. Don't die. Oh, God. Okay. Tam needs to take a breath because he's way out of sync right there. I think he's back in sync now. But we are going to have 4 matches next week. 6 matches next week between 4 of our competitors. That's going to be Telethar, Zelgasan, Gamachu, and Tam. They'll be playing their 6 matches in modes that they choose. There'll be a couple of vetoes, and yeah, that'll be that. So those will be over the next 9 days. The week begins officially tomorrow, and then we'll go until the following Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. The winner of those 2 groups will face off in a best of 3 the week after, and we have a dead exploding pig. Gets more of those GGs. Look at that time, 142 and little change. That's a stupid good time for inverted AD keys. Hella good time for Tam. And he has officially finished 142.13. That is going to advance Tam to the final week. Specks is still playing. He has not said anything in chat, so we'll stay here if he is going to finish. Again, I don't know if he's watching. Some people do not watch. They don't watch the live race, so I don't blame him. So. Yeah, this is Specks is finishing this up. He still does have a GT climb in front of him, but that is what it is. So, it is unfortunate that one of our 2 matches today did get decided by a mistrack, but that actually, again, it did turn out really, really, really interesting. If there wasn't, that hammer pickup was super interesting. If the logic would have played out just a little bit differently, he could have been in go mode without the Moon Pearl and been able to finish. He just didn't have access to the Ice Palace. If that Ice Palace entrance was any place else, I mean, Skele could have still stolen that one because he had everything he needed. He just couldn't get to Ice Palace, and unfortunately, without the access to the top of the castle, it was not possible for him to get there. So, Skele is finishing up his, Specks is finishing up his castle tower. He still does have a GT climb in front of him, but we'll go ahead and stay with him here as he finishes. Again, we're not doing post games or anything like that. This is kind of an impromptu throw together. This is what happens when we don't get volunteers, unfortunately. Please, we need volunteers. Um, there's so much shit going on right now. League is still finishing up. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. So I don't blame people for not volunteering. It's all good. It's all good. As we get a dead ag of 1 on Specks side. Still looks like he is going to finish it out, so that's good. Final group is decided, yes. So it is going to be Gamma is our 1 seed. Oh, looks like Specks has realized what is going on and has officially forfeited his race. That does advance officially. Well, Tam is officially advanced anyway. But yes, the groups are going to be the 1 seed is Gamachu. Telethar, you are going to be the 2 seed. The 3 seed is going to be Zelga, and Tam is going to be the 4 seed. If you give me about 10-15 minutes, I will go ahead and get the groups set up and everything organized, and you guys will be able to start submitting your matches here within the next hour. So, yeah, oh no, it's cake. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You don't have to worry about this one. So, thanks again as always. Again, we did throw this one together. It was kind of chaotic. It's kind of fun though. I need to get some water. My throat is raw as shit. So, thanks everybody as always. Matches will be starting up in the next couple of days. We will restream what we can. Definitely won't be able to get all of them in, but we will get in what we can. So, yeah. Thanks everybody. As always, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go watch some football. Oh wait, hold on. What's the Packers are playing tonight, right? Oh, I hope they're getting smoked. Fuck, they're winning. It's 14-6 at halftime over the Chiefs too. Ugh. Fuck the Packers. All right, thanks everybody. I'm out of here. Take it easy and have a great rest of your weekend.